Well, yeah, I'm not feeling great today. Today's day like 16 or 15. It's December 5th. Yesterday my doctor called for the second time. Basically day one was when he called. Can you imagine? He went 2 whole weeks without calling me. He called me on a Monday the first time, and he called me on a Monday 2 weeks later the second time. Because he was trying to get in touch with this other doctor who is supposedly more of a specialist. So he got in touch with this other doctor, and he gave me feedback, and he was like, well, this other doctor looked at your file, and he says that we both think that your heart is shockingly enlarged, and that it's the most impressive case we've ever seen. And I was like, oh, well, what does that mean for when the operation needs to get done? And he's like, it needs to be done as soon as possible. Your heart could fail next week, or in months, or in years. I'm like, cool, my heart could fail next week. And he's like, yeah, and by fail, like, it could mean, like, shortness of breath and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I also know what else heart failure could mean. But anyways, so spoke to him, and then I called the Cleveland clinic back, because as I said, I preemptively made appointments at the Cleveland clinic and New York Presbyterian. So it turns out I am covered at the Cleveland clinic. So my doctor was like, I can call the Cleveland clinic if you want. I'm like, I already did that. He's like, all right, let me send the papers over to Cleveland. I'm like, I already did that. And he's like, oh, are you making my job easy? I'm like, well, yeah, you didn't freaking call me in 2 weeks. What was I supposed to do? Just sit at home and thumb my Probably gonna have to edit that out. Put a beep over it. It's Dakota's favorite expression. Anyways, so that made me feel really crappy, because I'm like, oh, my heart's about to explode. And I feel totally normal. And then, so I asked him, I was like, so you said 2 weeks ago that I could run like 5-10 minutes max. And I was like, do you still feel that way? He's like, no, you shouldn't be doing anything other than walking until you get this done. So anyways, I was like, all right, shit, this needs to happen pretty soon. So and Cleveland Clinic is where I'm going next Wednesday for that appointment that I had made. So I was like, well, I need to figure out if that's where I want to do the surgery. So I called, so to make myself feel better, I called Boston Children's Hospital, and I called Cleveland Clinic, and I asked both of them for their statistics on how often they've done the operation for PAPVR and ASD. Now, if you have these conditions, you might want to skip this next part. Just fast forward through it. It's a bunch of happy stuff. Cleveland Clinic actually wasn't able to share their numbers yet, but Boston Clinic got back to me, and they're like, since 2010, now I know that what I have is rare, okay, but come on, since 2010, they have done this operation for PAPVR and ASD 3 times on adults. This is Boston Children's Hospital, which has an insanely high number, apparently, from what the internet says, a really high number of congenital heart cases every year. So they saw 3 adults since 2010, and they saw 11 children since 2010, which is a very small number. I was shocked. A very, very small number. So it's a very rare surgery. The good news in that is that for those 14 people, it was 100% survival rate. So that's really good. But yeah, I don't know. The more I look into it, the more I'm like, maybe I shouldn't. I was hoping to get... I was calling Boston because I assumed that they would be like, yeah, since 2010, we've done 800 adults, 95% success rate, and 2,000 kids. That's what I expected to hear. Yeah, so now I called the Mayo Clinic today too. I'm just like, it's like picking colleges, it's really stressful, except that this is for your best chance of survival. So I'm going a little cuckoo. But my friend who's a doctor back home in Switzerland, that's where I'm from Switzerland, she told me, you know what, it's a really good thing, because we were about to move to Switzerland, like just a month or two away. And she said it's a really good thing this got diagnosed in the States, because you don't want this operation to be happening in Switzerland, because it's such a small country that they don't have a lot of people who are specialized in this. You need to be in the States. And she told me that, did I tell you this, Dakota? I can't remember. She told me that what they do is in Switzerland, to stay on top of the game, is that they actually bring in kids from African countries to operate on them, to practice, saving their lives most of the time in the meantime. But that's how they stay in the game, is they bring kids over from other countries to do those operations, because they're so rare. So, yeah. I don't know. Honestly, I felt pretty good for about 10 days there. I was able to get back into work and everything. I wasn't exercising or anything, because every time I moved a little bit, I was like, is this my final moment? Not really, but I actually don't feel like that, but I definitely don't want to exercise, and it sucks because I'm so active normally. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a sucky couple days, but yeah. And the more details I read about the surgery, the more I'm like, oh God, maybe it's better to just not know. Could somebody just knock me out for 9 months? The drugs that I can take to forget all of this. Save me. But yeah, the other thing that sucks is I feel like I'm in a constant nightmare that I can't wake up from. That I just, whenever I'm doing anything, I'm just like, the moment I get distracted and think about something else, and then that split second where like I zap back and I'm like, oh, you need open heart surgery. No. And then I just look at Luna and it breaks my heart that I won't be able to hold her and all that. So yeah, that's where I'm at today, guys. It's not all rainbows and butterflies down in these quarters. Not today. Nah, but you know, I'm gonna get back there eventually. Cause you know me, I'm Christelle, I'm always happy. And you know what? I have a huge heart. Like, I've always had a really big heart. So now it's also literally the case. So maybe I need to start being bitchy to all those fucking people who haven't reached out to me. No, but really, for real, it's been amazing to see how people that I haven't spoken to in 5 years will reach out to me and be like, let me send you a care package, let me do something, let me send you energy, medicine, anything. Like, it's really sweet to see how people that I haven't heard from in forever will reach out to me. And then others who don't, that are supposed to be close friends, but you know, that's what happens. That's what happens. It's in these moments that you realize who your friends are.
Yeah, Dakota's not even here either. He's not behind the camera this time.
Yeah, Dakota left me. I'm a single mom. No, please. He's still here, and it's our anniversary tomorrow. So we're still together. Love you, babe.
Love you.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I don't think so.
You want to give? What about your like hopes? You want to talk about?
Hopes and dreams.
What you can look forward to? None of these sound very good.
I can look forward to this shit being behind me. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. When I look back at the last video that I did, I'm like, how the hell was I so calm? I was so calm for 10 days, and I'm sure I will be again. I think that it's just because now it's not in the future, as in like 2-3 months from now. Like now with this new, your heart's so big, you're gonna blow. It seems like it might be sooner, like done this month, and it's just scarier.
Well, they were, having that call from them probably like brought everything back.
Yeah, it did.
You were really good at distracting yourself for a couple weeks, and then now it's like, well, fuck, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I think everyone is gonna feel like that.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just like such an intense thing. It's not like...
It's not just like a You gotta get an X-ray on your foot.
Yeah, it's such an intense thing, and then it's also not a routine thing, and it's just, I don't know, it's like just pukey. It's crappy. So, but anyways, you gotta find the hope, and you gotta see the light, and you gotta be serene, and you gotta trust.
Joking's good too. I feel like that's helped you.
Yeah.
Obviously, after you watch this video, I think you can tell joking is a good defense mechanism.
Yeah, for sure.
Try to be,
I know.
surround yourself with support.
Yeah.
Christelle has a lot.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm definitely going to work on making my heart less big. So, bitches, here I come. You going to be unfriended on Facebook. Suckers.
See if I can zoom in. Nope, no more.
I look so bad. I look so bad. I didn't put any makeup on. This is what happens.
Lock the camera.
No.
Closer.
No. I look so bad.
Focus.
Yeah.
There,
Oh,
focus is back.
no.
Okay, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Now it's focused. There you go.
Bye-bye.